Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Vision Here. In this video, we will learn how to manage all of your project packages using requirements.txt in Python. So guys, previously we have already seen what are packages, what is PyPI and PIP, how to install packages, how to import and use packages, how to install multiple packages and how to uninstall packages. In continuation to that, we are going to learn what is requirements.txt in Python and how to use it. So what is requirements.txt? So requirements.txt is a file that stores all the packages your project needs. In this file, each line contains one package. It helps others set up your project easily. And why do we need this requirements.txt? Because it prevents version and dependency issues. Ensures code works the same on all the systems. It also saves setup time. So guys, previously we have already seen how to install packages. Let me just quickly give the glimpse of that. Let me go to VS Code, and here previously we saw that how to install NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, and like that you can install any package. For now I have uninstalled those packages, so that's why it is showing this error that import NumPy could not be resolved. If I will run this code also, I will be getting error. See, module not found error. For Matplotlib also we will be getting same error. See, module not found error. Because I have already uninstalled all the packages. Just to make you understand that what we are going to do, I have uninstalled all the packages. You need not to uninstall it again, right? Now let me just quickly install one package. Let me install this NumPy. So how to do that? We have already seen that. Let me click onto this terminal, new terminal, and here to install the packages, what we need to give? We need to provide this PIP, then install, and then we need to provide the package name. Here in this case, we will install NumPy. So NumPy here. So PIP install NumPy. Hit enter, and it will install this particular package. And see, our package got installed. We installed this NumPy 2.4.4. And now if I will execute these code cells which are using NumPy, so I should not be getting any error. See, now my error is resolved. I am able to see output. Apart from that, we can also install a specific version of the package. In that case, what you need to do? You need to use the same command, which is pip install NumPy, and after that you need to provide double equals to and the version which you want to install. How you will get the version? So in that case, you can simply go to this PyPI website. Let me just quickly show that to you. Let me open this browser. Here search for PyPI. Hit enter and open this particular link. Now let's say we want to check versions of NumPy or any other package. So just simply search that particular package here. Let me search NumPy here. Hit enter. Let's click onto this one. And here onto the top you would be able to see the latest version, which is 2.4.4. To see other versions, you can click onto this release history where you would be able to see all the previous versions. And now here you can install any of the version. For that, just click here and see it will start showing the selected version. Here it is providing the command to install the specific package also. You can simply copy paste it or you can type it. As I told you, we need to provide pip install NumPy. That is same old command to install latest packages. After that, we need to provide double equals to and then the package version. You can simply copy it, go to VS Code, and here you just need to provide that particular command, hit enter, and it will install the specific package version. And see, here it has installed 2.4.3 because specifically we have mentioned that we want to install this version. And like this, you can install any package like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, or any other Python package. Either you can install the latest version or you can install the desired version which you want to install. And like this, there can be multiple packages like 5, 10, 20 packages. And if you want to install all the packages, you will have to provide these packages one by one. Or here into the command, you will have to provide all the packages one by one. But there is one simpler way also, where we can use requirement.txt to install all the packages. So now let's see how to create this requirement.txt. So one of the ways is that we can manually create this requirements.txt and there we can provide the packages which we want to install. Let me do that. Now let's create this requirements.txt manually. For that, right click, new file, and here provide requirements.txt. Now hit enter and it will create this particular file. Now here we can provide different packages name which we want to install. Let's say we want to install NumPy, then we want to install Pandas. After that we can install one more package. Here let's give Matplotlib. And like this we can provide multiple packages. You will have to just hit enter, provide that package, again hit enter, and like this you can provide multiple packages into different lines. Now our requirements.txt is ready with the desired packages which we want to install. And here we are not providing any version, so it will install latest version for all the packages. Just now we have installed NumPy, so this particular error is gone. But for the Matplotlib, still we are getting error. Let me re-execute it again and see here it is showing error. I'm just showing this to you because now we are going to install all these packages which are NumPy, Pandas and Matplotlib using requirements.txt, and this particular error will also go away because Matplotlib will automatically get installed with this requirements.txt. So now how to install packages using requirements.txt. So for that you just need to give the simple command which is pip install -r and then requirements.txt. And here this pip is Python package installer. Install means that we want to install the package. -r means read from this particular file which is requirements.txt. Here you need to provide the same name, requirements.txt. The same name should be there. There should not be any spelling error, right? Whatever the name which you have given for this particular file, same name you need to provide here. Let me copy this particular command. You can type it also. And now let's go to our terminal and here let's provide this command which is pip install -r requirements.txt. Now hit enter and now wait for some time and it should install all the packages which we have mentioned here into requirements.txt. That's it. I will fast forward this particular installation process in the video just to save the time. And now see, successfully it has installed all the packages. Here if you want to see more details, you can simply expand this section and read all the details that what it has done. Now for the Matplotlib, the error which we were getting should be gone. Let's go to this file and here let's click onto this execute cell. And see, we are not getting any error. We are not able to see any output because we are not doing anything. Here we are just importing Matplotlib. Similarly, we will not be getting any error for the pandas. Let me just quickly show that to you. Here, import and then pandas. Let's click onto this execute cell and see we are not getting any error. And similarly, whatever the packages which you want to install, you can simply add those packages into requirements.txt. And now you just need to give this command which is pip install -r and then this file name which is requirements.txt. And here one more thing you can do, that you can lock your version. So here we can fix package versions to avoid conflicts. That ensures consistent behavior everywhere. And how to do that? So in that case, you just need to go to the specific package. Here let's say it is NumPy. After that you need to provide =, and then you can provide the version. And how you can check the version? So I just told you, you can simply go to this pypi and here you can check any version by going to this release history. And here for the NumPy, let's give this 2.3.5. So after =, 2.3.5. For the pandas also, let's do the same. Let's go to this pypi, search for pandas, click here. Now click onto this release history. So latest one we are having as 3.0.2. Now let's install 2.3.3. So after pandas, =, and then 2.3.3. And like this, you can provide any package =, and then its version to lock the package version. So any new person who is using this requirements.txt uses this installation command which is pip install -r requirements.txt will be able to install the specific version only which we have mentioned here into this requirements.txt. Otherwise, it will just install the latest version if we do not provide any version for the specific package. For this Matplotlib, currently I am not providing any version, so it will install the latest version only. And now what you need to do, you just need to give the same command again. Let me do that. Let's go here and here let's provide this command which is pip install -r requirements.txt. Now hit enter and now it should be able to install all the packages with the specified version which we have mentioned. I will fast forward this particular process into the video just to save the time. Here if you will see the log carefully, so see, it first uninstalled the version which was already installed and then on top of that it installed the version which we have mentioned. If you install any package one by one also, so the same process is going to happen for that. And now our package installation is done. If you want to check the version, you can just simply provide this pip show and then the package name. Let's check version for pandas. So let's provide pandas here. Hit enter and we should be able to see the version which we have installed. See here for the pandas, the version is 2.3.3. Here the name is appearing with the version. And like this, you provide multiple packages here. If you want to give the specific version, you can provide it by providing =, and then that particular version name. If you are not providing any version name, it will install the latest version. And now one more thing I would like to show you, that you can automatically generate this requirements.txt file. So how to create this particular file automatically? So in that case, there is one command. If you will go to this document, you would be able to see this command which is pip freeze. Then you need to provide this greater than symbol and then requirements.txt, which is the file name which we want to create. Let me copy this command. If you want, you can type it. Now let's go to the terminal and here we can provide that same command. Before that, let me delete this particular file. If we are deleting this particular file, it is not like that. All the installed packages will be gone. Our packages will be as it is. We are just deleting this particular file. Click on to this, move to recycle bin, and now we are not having any requirements.txt. Now let's provide the command for auto-generating this requirements.txt file, which is pip freeze and then this greater than symbol and then the file name with the extension. So here we are giving the file name as requirements.txt. Now hit enter and we should be able to see this requirements.txt. See, our file got created. Here you would be able to see multiple packages. Let me first open this file and see, here it is showing multiple packages because it creates the file using installed packages. So whatever the Python packages which are already installed, it has considered all the packages here. In between you would be able to see NumPy, Pandas and Matplotlib also. Let me just see that quickly. See, here we are getting this NumPy with the version which we have installed. Here we are having this Pandas with the version which we have installed. And similarly you would be able to see Matplotlib. See this one. And here it will be showing latest version because previously we have not provided any version for that. But there is drawback because it includes all the installed packages, even unnecessary one. So for beginners, creating it manually is better. Using this auto generation way can be useful in real projects, but it is messy for beginners. It adds unnecessary packages which may create confusion. That's why so many packages or libraries are here. But you should be aware about this particular process also. And like this, as an assignment, you can try to install multiple packages with a different version and see what is happening. And now let's understand use of this requirements.txt with one example. So consider you have developed one Python project and there you have used some of the packages like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib and any other packages. It can be 5, 10, 20. And now in your team, other people also want to work on the same project. So you will have to provide same code to them. Now consider that you have not created this requirements.txt. So in that case, what will happen? You will have to tell them that install these many packages. There may be the case that you have forgot that which package you have installed or you have used inside your project. Because there can be multiple files, so you will not be able to remember exactly. But if you are using this requirements.txt, so you will be creating this particular file where you will provide all the packages with the version if you want to provide. So if you are having 20 packages, you will be having all the packages listed here into this requirements.txt. Now if this particular file will be there, and now if you will upload the same code onto the GitHub repository, and now your team pulls the same code, so in that case you will not have to tell that what are all the packages they need to install. They just need to simply use the command which is pip install -r and then requirements.txt. And now for them all the required packages will get installed. And here you can provide versions, so there would not be any conflict that they are installing any other version, you are using any other version, right? So those conflicts will not be there. So it's better you create the requirements.txt for the packages which you have used and also lock your versions on top of that. So any other team member will be able to install same package with the exact same version. And now this particular concept should be clear for you. In the upcoming video where we will learn that how to use virtual environment. So they are into the virtual environment also. Either we can install packages one by one or we can use this requirements.txt to install all the packages which are mentioned here into this requirements.txt. And guys, if you are finding this course helpful, let me know into the comment section below and feel free to share your suggestions. I would love to hear your thoughts. And now I will conclude this video here, but before we wrap up, let me give you a quick recap. So here we saw that what is requirements.txt file, where we can store all the packages our project need. It prevents version and dependency issues. It ensures code works same for all the systems and it saves setup time. How to create this requirements.txt? So you can simply create this requirements.txt manually and then you can provide all the packages one by one into that file. So like this you can create this requirements.txt and here you can provide all the packages into different lines. If you want to lock the version, so in that case you can just simply provide == and then the package version for each package. And after that, how to install all these packages which we have mentioned here into requirements.txt. So for that you just need to use this command which is pip install -r and then requirements.txt. Now it will install all the packages with the specified version which you have mentioned. If you are not providing any version, so in that case it will just install the latest version. And we also saw that we can auto generate this requirements.txt by using this command which is pip freeze and then this greater than symbol After that, the file name, which is requirements.txt. And once you hit enter, it will create requirements.txt with all the installed packages for you. And as I told you in the next video, when you will learn virtual environments, so in that case, you can use the same process to install packages using requirements.txt. There also you can install packages one by one, or you can use this particular way. So once you see that particular video, after that, as an assignment, you can try installing the packages using requirements.txt into the virtual environment. Before that, you'll have to watch the next video. And now that's it from my end. You can click onto this first card to go to the next video. You can click onto the second card to access this whole AI engineering course. And stay tuned for my upcoming videos. If you have any comments, questions or doubts, you can let me know into the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Have a great day.